What's up, guys? Disciple here. I just wanted to take you guys on a quick ride today, and I wanted to talk about the Harley Davidson Sportster. As a matter of fact, I wanted to talk about my Harley Davidson Sportster. Go ahead and roll the intro. Oh wait, I don't have an intro. Anyway, I'm going to pull over here in this parking lot, and I'm just going to give you guys a little quick look around my Sportster. I just wanted to give a little review, I guess, kind of. Don't get me wrong, there's no shortage of reviews on Harley Sportsters on YouTube. However, I'm going to give you my thoughts, my opinions, and I am by no means an expert of any kind. But I want to tell you what I like about it and what I don't like about it. Because maybe one of you is out there right now that wants to start getting riding, and you're not sure whether this would be a good first bike for you, or maybe you're looking to upgrade to this bike, or I don't know, you're just curious because you never rode one. Well, today I'm going to give you a quick walk around mine, tell you what I do like and what I don't like, and I hope you can hear me over the exhaust of this thing. And probably should start right there. One of the number one things I love about my Harley Sportster, and about most Harleys, is that sound. There's nothing quite like it. Let me shut this bike down and let's get started. Alright guys, so first of all, this is my... Actually, first of all guys, let's start with this. Today is the day that the Lord has made. Let's rejoice and be glad in it. Alright? Praise God. Alright guys, sorry. This is my 2006 Harley Sportster. So I bought this bike about 2 years ago, used, with about, I think it was about 4,500 miles on it. It is the 883, it's not the 1200. And some of the things I added were this bikini fairing, as they call it, kind of similar to the one that the new Iron 1200s come with. I did put these Z-bars on it. These Vance & Hines slip-ons actually were on it when I got it, but I did put the passenger pegs on. Those were not on there. I added a battery tender. This seat is so comfortable. This is a Mustang. I forget what they call it. I just love the look of this bike from the back. Oh, I put that smoked tail light in the back. Got the digital LED turn signals from... What the heck is the brand? I'll write it below if I remember. Custom Dynamics, that's right. Same thing with the front turn signals. I added this saddlebag. No, not saddlebag. Swing arm bag, rather. You know, in some of these things, the primary cover. These pegs and shifter knob were already on there, as well as the grips. The smoke lenses for the turn signals as well. It's Custom Dynamics. Other than that, I really haven't changed much about it. I gotta say, I love this bike. I really do. It wasn't my first bike. My first bike was a Honda CB300F. And, you know, I kind of loved that bike too, but I got into riding with zero experience beforehand. I never rode dirt bikes when I was younger. None of that. So that was my first experience on a bike. So a lot of people are probably thinking, is this a good first bike for me? And I would say the best thing to do is go sit on one, get a feel for the weight. If you have any previous experience, like on dirt bikes or anything like that, I think you'll have no problem handling it. It is much heavier than my Honda CB300 was. And so when I first threw a leg over it, I was a little intimidated, only because I was very new to riding. And like I said, it's much heavier than my first bike was. Oh, I did put this LED headlight in too. Of course, it's not a real Daymaker, because a real Daymaker is like $500, and that was like $60 off of Amazon. So let's talk about it. What's this bike good for? Well, if you're going to be doing long trips on the highway, this is probably not the bike for you. Now, don't get me wrong. On my commute to work, I do get on the highway for a couple of exits, and this bike has no problem handling it. It can totally handle the highway, it can keep up with the speeds, and you even do still have a little bit left if you need to pass. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do highway on this. I just wouldn't be my choice for highway long distance traveling. But other than that, if you're just going around town and just cruising, this bike is awesome. It's got more than enough power, unless you're a speed freak, but in that case you're probably not looking at a cruiser anyway, you're probably looking at a sport bike. It's small, so I love the handling and the flickability of it. I mean, you wouldn't even think flickable and Harley Davidson would be in the same sentence, but this truly is a really easy bike to throw around. I love the mid controls, even though everyone says once you go forward you'll never go back, but I really just love the feeling of control that it gives. Having your feet straight down with those mid controls feels way more in control than the forwards. What else? Is this a good beginner bike? Well, that all depends on you and what you're looking for in your experience. Like I said, if you have experience on other bikes, you could definitely handle it. Is it the right bike for you, though? How could I ever know that? I'll tell you what, I love this bike, and I think it's good for people that are starting out, that have experience on bikes before. It may not be the best first bike if you have no experience. I would definitely get something lighter and smaller to learn on. Get yourself a Honda 250 Rebel or something and just beat it up. Get all your drops and you're learning and you're, grinding the gears out on something like that, and then move up to something like this. Let it be your second bike. I'll tell you right now, I've had this bike up for sale twice since I got it, and both times I chickened out and didn't end up selling it because I love it that much. I do want a bigger bike, something with a little bit more power and just a little bit more space and comfort, but I just love the look of this bike, and I love all the options. There is, I don't think, any bike that comes close to the Harley Sportster with the amount of aftermarket support it has. You can get everything for this bike. You can make it a bomber, you can make it a dual sport, you can make it anything you want, really. Throw a Springer front end on, put a 2-up seat on, put bags on it, and go longer distances. Again, wouldn't be my choice, but point is, you can totally make this bike your own. You could park 10 random Sportsters next to each other, and you may be able to tell that they're all Harley Sportsters, but they'll all be completely different based on what their owners liked. It's just so customizable. I also have a Honda CB500F, and I've done a few things to it, but nowhere near the options that you have for this. I mean, heck, you just look up new seats for the Honda, and there's like 1 or 2 companies that make seats. You look up seats for the Harley Sportster, you easy have 100 different choices of seats for this bike. I also put this gas cap on. I do love this gas cap, the pop up. But yeah, I absolutely love this bike. I hope that I'll be able to hold on to it forever, and even as I get a new bike, that I'll be able to afford to keep this in my garage, because I feel like in 10-15 years from now they probably won't even be making Sportsters anymore, and this will be kind of a rare bike. They have been, not a rare bike, don't get me wrong, there's a lot out there. They've been making Sportsters since 1957, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was 1986 or 85 that they started putting the Evolution motor in it, and made the 883. But this motor is supposedly bulletproof, man. Very easy to work on, very easy to rebuild, and parts are just so easily accessible for this thing. I mean, you don't have to go to Harley either. There's so many other companies that make parts for this. You can truly do whatever you want to this bike. What else? I would like to change these rims or get them powder coated black, honestly. I really love the all blacked out look, and to tell you the truth, the first bike that I saw, and I only started riding when I was like, I think I was 37 or 38 when I first got the itch. When I was a kid, I never really wanted to ride, but I saw an ad in a magazine, and it had, I guess somewhere around that year, it was maybe a 2015, 14, something or other, the Iron 883 in the flat black with the blacked out engine, the black wheels, and I just looked at that bike, and that and I must confess, watching Sons of Anarchy just gave me the itch to get my motorcycle license, my motorcycle endorsement, and just get one of these bikes. I just absolutely loved the look of it. It was such an awesome looking machine that I just wanted to own one. And of course, this isn't exactly that bike, and you know, I got it for a lot cheaper than a brand new Iron 883. But guys, these bikes are all over. You can go on Craigslist, wherever, and you can find these things all over the place. There's no shortage of them. And like I said, I got this with about 4,500 miles on it. It's a 2006, and again, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I do believe that this is the last year that it was carbureted. And for me, there's just no sound like a carbureted Evo. This thing sounds amazing, and I just love cruising around hearing that potato, 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 blop, 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 blop. Absolutely awesome. That being said, I'm going to start her up. Yeah, there's just something about that sound. And I'm not going to get into that age-old argument of loud pipes save lives or loud pipes distract other drivers or whatever it is. But I have to say, I do feel when I'm riding in traffic with this that I'm a little more easily noticed by the cagers than I am when I'm on my Honda. But anyway, guys, I want to just thank you for tuning in. Guys, if you like the video, if you want to see more content like this, motorcycle content, biblical content, talking about current events from a biblical standpoint, guys, please like, please subscribe, and share it with your friends. If you know someone who might like this video, might benefit from this video, please share it, hit that thumbs up. Guys, I really appreciate it. I want to just say God bless you, thank you for watching, and have a great day.